And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Gibson toss right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes 3rd down at 7. On the counter, Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes third and the length of the football. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9. Throwing here, Howell. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's got room. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Howell. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. Howell down to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell.
That's to his running back, complete.
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson from 3 yards out. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14, Dolphins nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tua going to try and go quickly here. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play action. Now it's Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
53 yards.
And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
Extra point and good by Sanders. That'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend owed momentum. He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Tua. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And Howell will throw it. That is caught by a diving Thomas. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Howell. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Powell on the QB sneak. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Sam Howell, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, a final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Dolphins 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff running left is Gibson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.